Para po ito sa mga warmonger at gustong makipagyera sa China. PRRD and President Bongbong Marcos has a different approach when it comes to dealing with the issues in West Philippine Sea. But I believe that both of them will not engage in war. We will stand, we will defend our territory, but we will not resort to war. Because even though we have US with us, we will not win. And even if it's US and China that will go to war, US will not win.
You have to fight China from the sea. We can't win that. China can absorb everything we throw at it. And the Chinese are happy to sit there, let us travel thousands of miles to reach them, and then sink us.
China and the U.S. are battling it out for world dominance, and China is holding nothing back. From hypersonic missiles that fly 5 times faster than the speed of sound, to the largest nuclear weapon buildup in decades, to attacking American satellites in space with laser weapons, China is pulling no punches, and the world has a new reason to be afraid.
Alam niyo ba na ang China ay may mga hypersonic missile na kayang makarating dito sa Pilipinas kahit na hindi sila lumapit sa atin. At yung missiles na yan manggagaling talaga sa mainland China papunta dito sa atin. They also have military base in West Philippine Sea na pwede nilang gamitin na mas malapit sa atin. Panlaban sa atin o panlaban sa US?
The number one U.S. threat is the Chinese hypersonic missile development. After more than a decade of work and investments worth $10 billion, China's hypersonic missiles, all impressively maneuverable, have grown into the most unstoppable missiles on the planet. Here are the missiles. 1. DF-17. The conventional and nuclear-capable DF-17 is currently the face of Chinese hypersonic missile capability. The 36-foot-long, 33,000-pound hypersonic missile reaches speeds exceeding Mach 5, has a maximum altitude of 60 miles, meaning it almost reaches space, and has an impressive fuel efficiency as high as 79%, which makes it capable of an operating range as far as 1,600 miles. The DF-17 has been tested 7 times and has an outstanding success rate of 100%.
So, bago nyo hikayatin ang gobyerno na makipagyera sa China, isipin nyo muna ng maigi na sa loob lamang ng ilang segundo, kayang tunawin ng China ang Pilipinas. Ang pakikipaglaban at pakikidigma ay hindi option para sa solusyon sa West Philippine Sea. Being pro-peace and being pro-life is not pro-China. Okay? Mahal ko ang Pilipinas, mahal ko ang ating mga kababayan, kaya ayaw kong magkagera kasi alam ko na pag nagkagera, wala tayong laban. If we go to war, we need to make sure that we have a chance of winning. If we can stand a chance, then why still have to go to war? Look at what happened to Ukraine right now. Kung dati si Zelensky parang hero siya defending Ukraine. But now, pinapabayaan na siya. Hindi na siya pinapansin. He is not even allowed to talk.
Which does border with Ukraine, says he's not surprised at the change in attitude towards the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Vôbec som nebol prekvapený.
I wasn't surprised at all when I saw that Zelensky's video address at the European Council meeting was met with no interest. The times are really changing. It was not long ago when he was greeted everywhere with applause, but now he is not allowed to speak in some chambers of the highest legislative bodies, like it recently happened in the US. And at the EU session on Ukraine, I could feel terrible fatigue of everyone.
Zelensky's 15 minutes of fame are apparently up. Oprah no longer wants him. Kiev's train station isn't bustling anymore with bureaucrats from Brussels. And the weapons aren't flowing quite like they used to. Or flowing, full stop.
As I said before, if there will be a war in the Philippines, between Philippines and China, it will not be a war between Philippines and China, but a war between US and China. If you are able to see the news that even in Taiwan, nangingialam si US, I believe that a country that is losing its grip from power becomes very dangerous in wanting to prove itself to the world. But apparently, he will not be able to do so, not if they will not declare a war.
Good evening. We begin tonight with new tensions between the world's largest military superpowers, the United States and China. At issue, the latest military moves here in the Strait of Taiwan between the island and China. New video shows a Chinese warship speeding up, coming within 150 yards of hitting the American missile destroyer, the USS Changhoon. The Chinese ship even called the American vessel, ordering it to move or there would be a collision. The U.S. ship slowed to avoid a crash.
Kung ano man po ang desisyon ng ating presidente, I know it is for the best interest of our country. But war is not an option. It is only through diplomatic talk, it is only through peace that we will be able to win.
Ngayon, paano mariresolba yan? Even lahat ng gera ay sa peace talks na uuwi. At sa peace talks, pag-uusap. Bilateral negotiations. So it's only peace that can end war. Bakit pa tayo dadaan dyan? Yun ang sinasabi ko.
Kaya lahat ng galaw natin laban sa pagdepensa ng ating teritoryo ay kailangan pag-isipang mabuti. Dahil isang pagkakamali lang, isang munting pagkakamali lang na magti-trigger sa China to attack us at magkagera.
Warned that one mishap in the South China Sea could lead to a conflict with the US, an analyst told Daily Express US. As tensions in the region rise, the US, the Philippines, and other allied nations are conducting military exercises in what Beijing considers its backyard. Geopolitical analyst Kervin Alcoin told Daily Express US that China would likely view these exercises with concern as Beijing sees the US as the aggressor in the region.
Hindi po ito gera ng dalawang bansa. Magiging kasama dito ang Russia at ang China. And this is gonna be a World War III. And if World War III will happen, ang daming bansa po ang masisira. Wala po tayong tatakbuhan. And sabi ko nga, we are an archipelago, no? Unlike sa ibang bansa na may border sila na pwede lang tayong pumunta, mag-bus papunta sa border. Ang Pilipinas po ay archipelago. We need to ride a plane to go to a different country. And even yung pinakamalapit sa atin, Malaysia, we need to go by boat. And before we can reach the other country, baka bombahin na po tayo at palubugin na tayo sa dagat, o bombahin na tayo at sa ere pa lang tayo, so we will not be able to reach our destination. So think about that. Before you ask the president to go to war with China, yung tapang nyo ilagay nyo sa lugar. Kasi yung tapang nyo, nakasalalay dyan yung buhay ng bawat isang Pilipino. Mahal ko kayo, kaya ang gusto ko, mamuhay tayo ng tahimik, mamuhay tayo ng mapayapa, mamuhay tayo na hindi nangangambang bukas makalawa ay wala na tayong Pilipinas, wala na tayong bayang matitirhan.